Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video here on iStarly TV. Today I'm going to show you how to get Chien-Pao, the Dark and Ice type legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now there are 4 legendary Pokemon aside from Koraidon and Miraidon that you can capture in this game, and they are all dark types, and they're all really interesting. They're all based on really old legends. I believe I heard that they're based on Chinese legends, but I could be wrong on that. Either way, they're really interesting Pokemon and they have interesting names. Now, the way that you find them is by pulling 8 of their stakes from the ground. Now, there's 8 stakes per legendary Pokemon, so that means there's a total of 32 stakes that you need to find. And the shrine, the location of this legendary Pokemon is right here on the map. I'll just go ahead and show you. Oops, I zoomed out too much. I always do that. So it's in this kind of westernmost area of the map. And basically all of the stakes are located in kind of this larger area here. So in this video, I'm going to show you where you can find all 8 of the stakes, because I needed to find a guide for this myself because it was hard to find. And I just figured making a guide for everyone else would be pretty helpful, because some of these guides did not clearly explain where to find them. In order to get these legendary Pokemon, you at least need the climbing upgrade on your Koraidon or Miraidon, as some of the stakes are hidden away in locations that you can only get to by climbing. Additionally, this next part is not required, but it'll help you out a lot. If you complete the history class, that is, I believe 6 history classes plus the history final in the academy, you will be able to talk to the professor outside of class a few times. And if you do that, she will actually mark the location of each of these shrines on your map for you, which is pretty helpful. But at the same time, you still have to look for all 8 of the stakes that correspond to each shrine. So it could be more helpful, but either way, they also have names like Fire Scourge Shrine and Grass Wither Shrine. Now, each of these 4 legendary Pokemon are dark types, and so this kind of gives you a hint as to what other type they have. Let's just go ahead and begin. We are looking for 8 stakes. Now, the first one, I'm actually going to start by going to Cascarafa City, so fly there. And this stake is kind of located behind the city a little bit, somewhere in this general area. So let's kind of mark it on our map. Let me get this Gimmighoul here, and let's go ahead and try to find that location. We probably need to climb up. Oh, I can just do that. Okay. And then it's going to actually be right behind the gym, I believe. Well, there's something else right behind the gym. Okay, it's somewhere behind the gym. It might be actually up more. Let's go ahead and look around. Wait, I'm wrong. I think I see it. Yeah, here it is. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so it is directly behind the gym. Well, not directly, but it's behind the gym, behind this tree. A lot of these stakes are very hidden. And so, yeah, it asks you if you want to pull it, and we say yes. So 1 down, 7 to go. Now, you can pull these stakes in any order. I'm just trying to use what I think is the most efficient order, but you can literally pull them in any order. I guess if you're using my video as a guide, you'll probably end up doing them in the same order as me. But the next 2 are going to be around this area here. We have 1 in this general area, and then another one. And then another one around here. So I'm going to start by getting this one. And I'm just going to fly to this Pokemon Center. Obviously, when you're looking for these stakes, you're going to look on the map. You can look at either my video as a guide or another guide online. And you're just going to try to find the nearest Pokemon Center or place that you can fly to get to them. Sometimes they're very close to a Pokemon Center, but sometimes they're not. And so you're going to require a little bit of extra traveling. So this one here, we're just going to go this way. And it's probably up there. Of course, you do need, I probably mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but you do need to have the climbing upgrade for your Koraidon or Miraidon, which means you need to have defeated the false dragon Titan, which is actually the highest level one. There's the stake over there. So these are pretty late game, but as long as you've beaten that Titan, as long as you've beaten that Titan, you will be fine. You'll be able to get all these stakes. So here's the second stake. And like I said, we're going to pull it, of course. Like I said, the third one is going to be not too far away from here. So let's go ahead and mark that on the map as well. And that is going to be right here. So what I'll do is I think I'll go ahead and put timestamps in this video so you can kind of see when I place each stake on my map. And you can watch the entire video if you want to kind of go along with me, like follow me where I'm going to get to each stake. Or you can kind of just watch where I place each destination on the map at each stake location, and then just kind of figure them out on your own if you want. Because that's what I did. I just looked on online guides. Actually, is it over here? Is it down below, or is it gonna be up? It's probably up. Oh no, wow, it's right here. All right, this is stake number 3, and it's kind of in this corner here, out overlooking a mountain. All right, 3 down, there's a Mareep. Now the 4th stake, we're gonna go ahead and find it. We're gonna go ahead and fly to this Pokemon Center. And we have about 3 stakes near us. Now, what I'm actually gonna do is, because there's one somewhere over here in this area, but that's kind of on the way to the shrine. So I'm actually gonna get this stake last. So let's fly to the Pokemon Center, and then there are a few that are kind of going down along this way. So number 4, let's put it around here on the map. So I'll zoom out so you can kind of see that a little better. It's going to be a route around there. I guess I should have been doing that from the beginning, but again, you know, you can pause the video and follow me, like I said, so hopefully that's helpful. And then we're going to come up here and fly over, and the stake will be probably somewhere on the ground there. There it is. Yeah, luckily they shine, so you can actually see them. Now that is stake number 4. Number 5 is actually going to be in a cave. Now this is the one that gave me the absolute most trouble. So I'm going to mark it there on my map. And basically you're gonna go over here on the map, and then once you're in this area, there's going to be a cave opening that you're going to get into, and that is where the stake is going to be. So again, this one, because it shows it on the map like over here, but if you're looking in this area, you won't be able to find it because it's underground. So it gave me a lot of trouble, but eventually I found it. Yeah, so I believe you'll just kind of land where your destination is marked, and then you can just enter the cave right here. And this one's basically a straight shot, but if you see right in the middle there, the stake is right there. So that is stake number 5. Stake number 6 is going to be in this kind of general area over here. It's hard to know the exact destination. I'm going to mark it right there though, and I'm going to go ahead and fly right here to the Leaking Tower. It's a weird name. And the stake should be somewhere in that area. So let's go ahead and fly and climb. The old fly and climb here. Again, if you do not have access to this Leaking Tower, that's fine. You can just mark it on the map like I did, and then just kind of traverse there yourself. So let's hope, oh, there it is, yes, perfect. So it's not exactly where I marked it. I guess just to kind of show you guys, since I was a little off for this one, the specific location is going to be right here in the green. So I was just a little bit off. So it's going to be right there if you want to kind of mark that on your map. And that was stake number 6. Let's go to stake number 7 now. We have 2 more left. Number 7 is going to be in this area here. It's actually going to be, okay, so east of Alfornada, you're going to go over this way, and just before you get to this river, it's going to be in this area. I'm going to put my marker, my location right here in this kind of spot, and then we'll fly to Alfornada and go far to the east until we get there. All right, we're at Alfornada. We're going to have to go all the way around it. All right, that proved to be a lot farther than I expected, but we're almost there. And let's see. Is it here? Oh, here it is. I'm falling. I can't fly. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. So it's just a little bit off of where I marked it. And you know what? Now that I realize it, it looks like it's closer to Alfornada, but it's actually going to be closer to the South Province Area 4 watchtower. So if you have access to this watchtower for this stake, it's going to be quicker if you just fly here and then go to the west. But either way, on the map, it's about right here. So again, if you want to mark your location, that's where it's going to be. And this is the 7th stake. Now, finally, we have the 8th stake, which, as I said earlier, is basically on our way to the shrine. So the 8th stake is going to be right here. And then the shrine is going to be over here. If you haven't finished the history class and the final and pretty much maximized your friendship with the history teacher, that is okay. You don't have to do that. But if you did, she will give you the location on your map. Either way, even if you didn't do that, you can just kind of see on my map where this is and mark it yourself after. So that's where the shrine is going to be. But either way, that's the 8th stake. So let's kind of fly back here and head that way. All right, so from here, it's going to be simply just jumping and flying and climbing and all that. This is a location that's decently early in the game. This is when you do the second Titan, or this is the area where you do the second Titan. And yeah, there's a lot more use here. Of course, you can do the Titans out of order, so there's a possibility, it's actually way down here. There's a possibility that someone has done the 8th Titan, or I'm sorry, the 5th Titan, the strongest Titan, before they've done the second one, or what's supposed to be the second one. All right, so here's the 8th stake. We did it. And once again, just to kind of explain it, I marked it on my map and it was pretty accurate on the map. Oh, and then look. You hear a mysterious cry coming from the shrine. And I think my character gets pointed in that direction, but so I marked it on my map, and then basically, as you saw, I kind of fall down in this. It's kind of like a crater, kind of. So let's head to the shrine here once again. If you do not have the history class completed and the history teacher befriended, that's okay. You can just mark this area on your map, just to kind of zoom out. I always do that, okay. Just to kind of zoom out more. So you're just gonna basically follow this path upward until you get to the shrine. From where I am, you can just kind of follow my lead. So you're gonna have to climb back out of this. And then you're gonna need to, you can just kind of follow this path around, and it'll take you upward. And then you're gonna climb right here, and the shrine is gonna be right here. Somewhere. Maybe up a little more, I guess. Okay. It took me a little bit. It's a little hard. I mean, you'll tell the shrine because it looks like this. And notice that the color is yellow, just like all of the stakes, or yellow-orange, just like all the stakes we pulled out, which were yellow-orange. Now, there's a lot of Pokemon in the way, so sorry if you can't see it. You can't see the exact spot if you don't have it marked on your map. But either way, like I said, you can kind of just mark this area and just kind of head over here. And if you can't exactly find it, I mean, it's going to require some climbing and some falling, but eventually you'll see this, and this is where the Pokemon is. Now, you're going to want to save the game, as with typical legendary Pokemon, and just in case things go wrong. And I have a Pokemon with False Swipe on my team, and then I have a Pokemon with Yawn. The legendary Pokemon is level 60, so I'm going to lead with Azumarill and try to just weaken it as much as I can. I might be a little over leveled. I'm just going to Aqua Jet and we'll see how much damage it does. Then maybe eventually I'll switch to Persian and False Swipe it, and then I'll switch to my Dunsparce and Yawn it. So we'll see how this goes, but like I said, you should probably save your game just to be extra safe. I know I just saved it. I'm just going to save it now. And here is Chien-Pao, the Ice and Dark type legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Alright, so you've pulled out all of the stakes that are keeping it imprisoned, and that's going to open up the shrine. And the Pokemon is going to come out, and it's pretty awesome. This is actually a really awesome Pokemon. Now, this Pokemon is a physical attacker. It's really fast, and it has an ability, as you'll see right here, that actually, it's called Sword of Ruin. It lowers or it weakens the defense of opposing Pokemon, so it's really good. Okay, luckily my Aqua Jet does not kill it. So here, what I'm actually just going to go ahead and do is just start throwing Pokeballs, basically. I'm going to try to catch it in a Premier Ball. I just don't want to switch into Persian or Dunsparce just yet because they'll just take a lot of damage unnecessarily. And basically I know that my Azumarill cannot attack this Pokemon anymore. If this ends up taking a little bit too long, I'll probably just fast forward to the part where I catch it. So its moveset is Sucker Punch, Icicle Crash, Sacred Sword, and a new move called Ruination, which is basically a Dark type Super Fang, so it'll always deal half of your health to you. Alright, so they knocked out my Azumarill, so now I can just send in Persian and False Swipe it to take it down to its last bit of HP. That'll probably make it a little bit easier to catch. Ooh, this might do a lot. Yeah, that does a lot. I can't take another Sucker Punch. Hopefully this does enough. Okay, cool. Alright, and now I can just keep throwing Pokeballs. Got it with a critical capture. Awesome. All right. That was taking a while, but that was great. That wasn't too bad, actually. It wasn't smooth, but it wasn't too bad. Now, I actually already caught this Pokemon in one of my other files, and I traded it to this game, which is why, you know, it's not new, but this Pokemon can control 100 tons of fallen snow. It plays around innocently by leaping in and out of avalanches it has caused. That's pretty cool. I'm going to add it to my party and actually send it out just to take a look at it, because that's pretty cool. So there you go. That's how you catch Chien-Pao in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is a really awesome Pokemon. Honestly, I think this is my favorite of the 4 legendary Pokemon, so I wanted to catch it first just because it's so cool. It's just like a big giant cat with sword fangs. I mean, hello? How cool is that, right? So I hope this video helped you out. Please leave a like if this video helped you out, and subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos. I'm definitely going to keep making more. Please click the bell for notifications when I make more videos, and comment below what you think of this Pokemon and how hard was it to catch if you've caught it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.